Well, hello there everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why we are entering the largest opportunity in our entire history, in Google's entire history, as to why it's the best opportunity right now. And if you haven't heard, recently, Google has been testing whether or not they're going to make their Google My Business listings, the Maps section of a business, paid. And what this means is people would have to pay to have their listings up on Google search, and all of the free accounts would not be publicly displayed on Google. So the first shot that we saw of this is Google was actually surveying several of our Google My Business accounts. And what they're trying to do here is they're trying to collect a range of what people like myself who manage this type of stuff for customers, as well as small business owners, how much they would pay to keep their Google listing or to keep it on a premium level. Now, when I say premium, there are going to be additional features that they would have for this, but overall, the pay-to-play model on Google Maps is going to bring Google millions of dollars of revenue. So I think it's important that you watch this video to better understand this if you run any type of agency, or if you have customers, or if you own your own business where you manage your Google My Business listing. And this is critical because Google My Business is a core SEO optimization methodology when you're doing any type of local SEO. So when we get a client, one of the first steps that we do is optimize their Google My Business listing. We change the title. We add the title to their other directories. We upload images to their Google My Business. We add in descriptions. We do use unique file names. We make sure that we get more reviews to that listing. So this is critically important to understand because this is by far the #1 way to local SEO anything. If you're doing any type of local SEO, the website is critical. That's mainly what we do, but also having a complete Google My Business strategy is critical. And I'm going to show you exactly how to go about this new change coming in the future inside of this video. The survey basically asked people if they would pay for Google My Business from a range of $10 to $70. Now, although you can't access the actual survey link anymore, we do have a screenshot of what it looked like previously when we looked in for one of our accounts. But basically, Google's trying to gauge exactly how much people would pay for this actual listing. Now, obviously, the listing is more than likely, if you're a small business that offers any type of survey or service, it's obviously worth a lot more than $10. It's obviously worth a lot more than $70. But if we know Google well, what they're going to do is they're going to start at a lower pricing point, and then subtly, they're going to increase their price point as more customers start to feel comfortable with a price point. But I think it's so smart as a software company, and this is why I love following Google, that you use something for free for such a long period of time where people see value in it. There's no way that they're not going to pay for it, because the reality is if we shut down any of the Google My Business accounts that we're using for our clients, their lead flow would dramatically decrease because a lot of people find customers local. Google's tapped into one of the most profitable markets in the world, and it's connecting people with local businesses online. Inside of the survey, Google indicated that there would be several premium options for people that were paying for a Google My Business listing. These premium options include Google customer support, displaying verified licenses. This specifically goes for home improvement contractors and doctors, lawyers, etc. Call reports and recordings. This is so important because it sounds like they're going to go after, for a lot of these call tracking companies, CallRail, CallScribe, any company that's using call data to track phone calls, they're going to go after directly for that. Google already knows that they can track this stuff. Why not take market share for a lot of these other companies that are using call tracking? Instant quotes, where people can instantly gather a quote from that Google My Business listing. They don't even have to visit the website. Background checks, which we're super excited about because we work with home improvement contractors that have great reputations, and they want to show that. And then featured reviews, which is a review feature that will actually show the best review and the worst review in a single snippet for a person to see. Overall, these changes, what they look like is Google's trying to save the person that's searching time. They're overall going to have more value as a platform. Now, these tools and resources are great for business owners, and they're great for agency owners, because what it's doing is it's allowing the true businesses, the Google My Businesses, the actual businesses that have these validated license rank higher on Google. And guys, I've been saying this for years now. Rank and rent, a model to where you publish a website, you get a listing, you rank it and quickly get rid of it, is not going to be a sustainable model, because Google is going to validate and verify a lot of the things that they're going to be doing going forward. So if you're an agency that does services for customers, or if you're a business that's actually licensed, you're going to love this update, even though it's going to bring you to pay a little bit of money for it per month, which if you're an agency, I'm going to cover how to best handle that inside of this video. The proposed packages are broken down down into 4 bundles. The first bundle is $25, and that gets you some of the premium features. Second bundle is $45. The third bundle is $50, and the last tier opposed, right? This is all rumored, is $70. Reality is people may wonder, why did Google do this? Why would Google make things paid when they were already free? Well, at the end of the day, it's already free for the searcher to use their platform, but similar to Google advertising, Google My Business wants to monetize tools that they feel are already very valuable to business owners and agencies. How is this going to impact digital marketing agencies like myself? We're going to have the unique opportunity to quickly and easily beat spam in our local markets, and you need to get to this as soon as possible because it's going to make a dramatic impact of how Google shuffles the results in terms of Google My Business. So if you're an agency and you start to see these opportunities for a paid plan, make sure you take the time to get the credit card information from your client and to pay for your client so it's self-service, self-managed. They don't even have to do it. And if you're a business owner, make sure that the moment the paid plan comes out, because the free plan will still be there, the moment the paid plan comes out, make sure that you take out your credit card and you pay for it so you can shuffle higher in the search results. And some of the questions to consider if you're an agency is, how can you stick to consistency with the packages that you offer your clients? If your client is a doctor where there may need to be more of a physical presence, people need to come in, you have to display certain licenses, people have to ask questions. At that point, you might be within the third, fourth tier of offering this to your client. If you're a home improvement contractor, you may not have to get the last tier because it is not as important to get your physical location, get people to come to your office, display all of these questions, display all these get quotes. Most people will use your website, and I don't think that the get quote option is going to be super effective with Google, but at the end of the day, you never know. People like doing their research, they like reading reviews, they like seeing a website. It's one question to consider. And obviously the next question to consider is, do you play this on a client by client basis? And the answer is no. You want to get everybody that you're managing on these paid Google My Business plans because it's going to set you up for a direct reason as to why you're going to allow your customers to beat their competitors in the local market. The key to these updates and the reason as to why you should have a Google Alerts inside of your Google Alerts, and this is something that comes in every day with the keyword SEO, with the keyword Google My Business, is because you're going to stay on top of these trends and you're going to be able to implement these trends for your existing or new clients, and it's going to allow you to get those rankings quickly so they stay there sustainably. With Google My Business, it's all about customer actions. It's all about click-through rate. It's all about phone calls. It's all about engagement signals. So if you can boost those engagement signals within your first 30, 90 days of the relationship with your client, what's going to happen is they're going to rank higher on the Google My Business listings, giving you an overall satisfied client. If you're a business owner, you're going to get a satisfied phone calls, emails, form fills, leads that are coming in. You want to make sure that you stay on top of this stuff as much as possible and implement before others get to market. And that's all I have for this video. Now, when we do actually have the opportunity to get this out for one of our clients, we're going to make a tutorial onto how to actually get this set up and everything like that. But I figured it would be an important discussion to make on today's video because you all need to get prepared for it. And instead of thinking of this as a negative, use it as a positive to make the correct decisions when setting up a Google My Business listing. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.